In 2007, we went to Vail, Colorado, and I skied. Was a very good skier, and I skied with the best of them. And people that skied with me, I had a rule: we skied top to bottom, no stopping. And if we were going to talk when we were skiing, we did the talking as we went up the chairlift, and we never stopped in the mountain. So it was pretty aggressive skiing, and I did that. I totally believe I did that because of my treatments of stem cells in Hangzhou, China. Okay, I'm Dave Ozzello. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, well, actually St. Charles, Illinois, which is 39 miles west of the Sears Tower. I have multiple sclerosis, and I've had it since I was 22, and I'm now 54, so I've had it for a long time. In 2007, I made the decision to go to StemCellsChina in Hangzhou, China, and have stem cells done there. We lived in the hospital for 28 days, and for the 28 days, I had 5 treatments of 10 million stem cells each, so 50 million treatments of stem cells. Those were done both IV and in the spine. And the IV ones you felt almost immediately. And the spine ones took they said it'd take about 3 months to feel those, and I think that was pretty accurate. When I was diagnosed early on, when I was 21, 22, I had just been married. I got married young, and I remember that quite clearly. It was a bad situation, and I'd been married now for a year, and I said to my wife, she doesn't remember this, but I said to her that I've got multiple sclerosis and you might want to move on. She chose not to move on. And I'm happy about that. I'm still happy about that. Okay, for the first 8 years of my disease, they were bad. They progressed quite quickly. In fact, when I was 30, I bought a gas station in Philadelphia and thought that that's what my life was going to be. I was going to be a gas station operator sitting behind a kiosk operating a gas station. When I was 31, I went into remission, and I thought that I had beat multiple sclerosis. When I went into remission, I decided then to go ahead with what my dream was. And in 87, when I was 32, we moved to Chicago, and I opened up an orthopedic supply house. From 32 to 40, I was a normal person. I was playing racquetball. I was doing everything, and I felt great. At 40 then, the disease came back, and the progression was slowly but distinct. Daily, weekly, I felt things getting worse. That's when when I hit 50, it was getting pretty significant. That's when I found out about StemCellsChina and went over there at age, I guess I was 52. I knew I had to do something, and the choices that I had in the United States were limited to what people with MS, they know about these ABC drugs. And I was on the A drug, which is Avonex, which I injected every Saturday. And then Sunday I said goodnight, and my week was 6 days, because Sunday I was gone. And I knew that wasn't me. That's when I did a lot of research with Karen, and we decided to check out the Chinese program. And the Chinese program was different from the other programs I looked into. And I looked into the Tijuana program. And the Tijuana program was easier. In fact, I did it. You fly down to Tijuana, you get some injections, and then you fly home. That never seemed to work for me. I did it twice. And then the China program, when you got there, it was 2 different distinct procedures. Number 1 was the umbilical cord stem cells, and that's why I went there. But the bonus was the ancient Chinese medicine that I was exposed to when I was there. And by ancient Chinese medicine, I mean the therapies that went along with the exercises and the acupuncture. And I did better there. And that program gave me 23 months, almost 2 years of walking without a wheelchair, walking without a cane. I thought I had, again, found, a cure for MS. I did not. And they told me it would not be cured, and it was not cured. But it did give me 2 years of relief. I did know that the IV gave me some relief, and the IV therapy was short term. But the spinal program, where they told me it would be 3 months, and that's how I knew after 3 months that it was going to do some good. And the one thing that I remember, and I've told many people this, I stopped using my brace, stopped using my cane. The only time I use my cane is if I needed it to reach, to move something. And I like the fact that I didn't use a cane. Now I do use a brace. Now in 2010, I use my cane. Okay, after the IVs, the very next day, I felt like I was younger again and able to walk again. And I believe it would be nice if StemCellsChina could send me on a monthly basis stem cells so I can get them done here. And it's an easy procedure because it's just IV. And anybody with a nursing degree or anybody with some technical skills could put them in. That would be my choice in treatment right now.